Hello. Welcome again for another session of the letter. On the last session, basically we just have Isabella just going out with the group after the whole mansion, encounter and all that stuff. So we made up them for like a movie night, and then we just kind of chill in about it. But during the whole meeting with the group, apparently they all saw the letter that she had on her the entire time, which probably most likely mean they're not part of this affliction of this curse this may have for everybody in that group. So, during the movie, they had a talk about meeting about somebody in particular that would help have a better understanding of her whole spiritual intervention. So we voted to go see the professor, so possibly he could give us a better insight to possibly how to go about this curse, whether it's something that's in her mind all the time, or who knows, maybe it could be very real, manifesting personify of his own fear. But why a woman? We're not sure yet, but we'll find out as we continue. Let's go. Alright, let's see here. Who likes to narrate today, unless you want me to take over narration? I'm fine for it. Alright, guess I'll narrate then. Let's see, maybe invite Zach and Ash too. In the end, only Becca and Zach would come. Ash, on the other hand, could be reached. All of my calls went straight to his voicemail.
Oh no, sus.
Yep. He's at it again, right here today, gone the next day. Oh well, his loss. We have agreed to meet at the nearby cafe. The same one I figured with Becca, because it's cheap and they give away free bread around closing time. Quaint, a little old-fashioned, though the looks are a wee bit out of place amongst the city's tall building, but we love it all the same. Much like its facade, the interior carries an antiquated charm to it. Vintage art pieces and rows of shelves boasting an extensive collection of books covers the wall. It would have been nice to hang out here for hours on end, but even on a weekend, the place is still packed with people. Thankfully, Becca and Zach have already found seats and are engaged in some casual chatter when I arrived. It's strange to see the two of them without Ash accompanying the other. They've never been particularly close. Sure, they talk when they meet, laugh at the same things when there's something funny, but there's distance, the kind born purely out of differing interest. Just really quick, it sounds a little loud on the background. Right there.
Getting hammered with that bass.
Yeah, it's like penetrating. That or Zach's simply afraid of Becca. It's not impossible, and I won't blame him if he is. Might be the tallest in our group, but everyone knows that it means nothing against Becca's temper. Even I'm a little scared of her.
Zach, Bella, or Becca, sorry.
It happens.
Well, you seem to be in a better mood today. What happened? I know that smile, Bella. Come on, spill.
Oh, don't rush me. Let's order food first, okay?
A waitress comes by to take our orders. On a normal day, me and Becca will order a hearty serving of their special vegetarian stovies? Is that how you say it? Stovie?
I don't know what that is. Is that like a meat pie? I'm Googling this.
Or actually, I think I might about it. It's like that weird like potato. It's kind of like a wet serving, I think of it, or kind of like a moist serving, like potatoes and carrots and other things. If I can remember.
Stovies is stoved potatoes. It's a Scottish dish based in potatoes. You're right.
Okay.
It's potatoes, some sort of fat, onions, and sometimes meat or veggies.
Cool. All right, so.
That sounds vaguely gross.
Well, Zach takes anything with a good helping of meat, sausage, and potatoes in it. But today is a good day.
Zach?
That's not entirely false.
Do you stuff yourself with sausages, my dude?
Oh my god.
I mean,
wow.
Is that a problem if I do?
I mean, there's nothing wrong having a nice meaty sausage that's delicious to eat, you know?
Okay,
Especially
moving
cheddar.
on.
Anyways, it's not wrong to indulge a little, right?
Today's special for the three of us.
Even the person jolting down our orders looks surprised at today's meal's choice. She writes it, nevertheless, and leaves without a comment.
Did you know what this special is?
I guess we're about to find out. Becca furrows her eyebrows, her mouth halfway open, ready to let loose what's likely a string of reprimands.
Don't worry, it's my treat.
The glare she sends my way reminds me of the one I received from Mama when I was a kid bullying my younger brother 18 years ago. Naturally, I never did it again, and after she made me apologize the next day. And Becca's far from being my mom. A small, sheepish grin is enough to turn that frown into a defeated sigh. It arrives in the middle of a funny story that from Zach, putting the rest of the conversation on hold as we each served our order. It isn't anything fancy. Pan-roasted sea bass with citrus-dressed asparagus and a portion of mashed potatoes on the side. Or at least that's what the daily special board
That's
says.
kind of fancy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a fish.
I'd eat that.
Yeah, I did. Alright. I never did pay any attention to it whenever I come here, since they say price whatever written way above what I'm willing to spend on food on a single day.
Oh, good. I'm so hungry. I think I'm dying.
You were always hungry.
Hey, not all the time.
Let me guess, you skipped breakfast again.
Not on purpose. I may have overslept a few seconds, okay?
Right then, stop stalling, Isabella. What's this all about?
Let her say it, Rebecca. She wouldn't be inviting us out here if it ain't worth hearing out.
Well, we're both waiting.
I'm treating you guys to a once-in-a-century thing.
An expectant grin breaks from my face, except
I'm sorry, say that again?
And this is important because
Becca only raises an eyebrow at me, while Zach appears like he didn't get the punchline to another lame joke Ash made, and is desperately searching for someone to explain it. Oh, bummer. Maybe I should rephrase it. Alright, my instant noodle days are over, or Ash is not here, so we should celebrate.
I mean, we should probably just go with the honest answer. Just let them know.
I'm kind of curious.
instant noodle days are over.
The
Yeah,
first
Are
instant
they?
noodle
one.
days.
Are
Sure.
they?
No, I'm curious how our relationship's now. Yeah, it looks like we're a bit on the Zachary. Oh, definitely on the Ashton pass. However, Becca is a little, losing
We
We
a
gotta
bit
get
of
off
respect
that
for her.
Ashton train. I do not support the Ashton.
Well, apparently we've been going with his with his options so far, so we're getting Ashton of approval. But
I
no,
don't know, Ashton seems like kind of a jerk, so I'm kind of like, ugh.
I just thought he's just your stereotypical like police protagonist.
I don't know, he's like a male tsundere and it's
Male
just a little
tsundere.
too much.
He's goofy. Did you not listen to his ringtone?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Do the instant noodle days,
All
because
right,
I feel like it's less controversial.
all right. Let's slam it.
Okay, let me do that again. Guess what, guys? I'm paying. I sold the house.
As the news sinks in, their expression goes from sheer bewilderment to an utter surprise. Now that's more like it.
You heard me right, lady and gentlemen. As of today, I, Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos, am free from my instant noodle binge.
Seriously?
Hold it, Belle. You sold the house, the haunted house. The house that is
Yep.
haunted.
Yep.
Which house is this? The haunted house in Ansem Village? The one with the open house yesterday? The mansion that was definitely haunted?
The one and only. Come on, Becca. I know you got a better memory than that.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's,
You lets out a hum, although she's nodding, and she gives the impression of someone who has heard something unbelievable that is still forcing her brain to absorb the fact that we sold a haunted house and may be leading to her own personal doom, but who knows? She thinks we won't be able to sell it. Have some faith in me, Becca. Am I not your best friend or what?
Oh, you don't believe me?
The words tumble out of my mouth before I could stop them. I've been trying to avoid bringing up yesterday's little spat, and judging from the looks on their faces, it only seems they are... me and my stupid mouth.
I'm sure it ain't that way. I'm sure it ain't the way you're thinking, Bella.
No. I do believe you in the power of friendship. But don't you think the sale happened a bit too fast? The open house only started yesterday, and now you already have a confirmed buyer.
It happens from time to time.
Yeah, but haunted. Look, I'm happy for you. Just yesterday, you've been really worried where to get money for your Nad's new treatment. Now all of a sudden you have something. But, what if the sale doesn't push through? I don't know. They're a fraud, or suddenly they back out. Isn't it a little too early to celebrate?
I don't agree with Becca. But Rebecca does have a point, Bella. If you haven't closed the deal yet, there's still a chance they'll go back on it.
They don't seem like it to me. The lady appeared to really want it, and she approached me without even finishing the tour.
Pressured me into it, more like. I'm going to tell Becca about that. Knowing her, she'll only worry. Dad and I sold a haunted house.
And she kind of already hired someone to handle the house's interior design.
You're joking. Who would do that?
Rich people.
The Wrights, apparently. It's actually pretty funny. She's a bit too excited to get the property. She forgot to buy it. At any rate, they've already signed the agreement today, so it's just a matter of time. And don't tell anyone about this, but Ma'am Hannah also gave us something extra.
Something as in...
As in, it's why I can treat you two to a free meal.
So haunted blood money.
I'm more surprised you accepted it.
She didn't really give us a choice in the matter, so don't lose sleep over this, okay? The couple really want this house. And if Rose didn't stop them, they'd likely have paid up front for it yesterday. And that's despite the legends, too. I even tried to show them the letter, but nope. I want this house, darling. Go, take all our money.
Darling.
You don't really think they believe that, do you? I'm pretty sure for them, those are just rumors as well. No one is that superstitious in this day and age, Belle. Well, there's you, though. And your haunted
Right.
mansion.
You know what? I'll just eat all of these by myself.
I began to
Yeah.
gather all my plates to my side, the food in each still untouched.
That's a mood.
I'm gonna nom the living shit out of this. A laugh almost escaped my mouth with the way Zach's expression quickly changes to disappointment. Becca's hands interrupt me, just about to pull her plate closer to me.
I'm kidding. Don't go all pouty on me again. I'm just concerned you'll get hurt if this doesn't happen. I know how badly you want to close the deal for your papa.
I'm sure he's gonna be fine now, though, with the money. And they don't know yet. And I'll call them tomorrow, maybe, and let them know things will be easier. And Mama said this morning he's showing progress with the new treatment, too. It's just a matter of time.
I allow myself to smile genuine and uninhibited. Strange talking about this with other people. Those who have known you long enough. But today, things simply feel a whole lot lighter with them here. Lunch passes in an enjoyable fashion. A laugh here, a playful jab there. But most of it's spent on catching up and telling stories about weather keeping us busy these days. Something we couldn't afford to do the day before, taking into account what happened. Even Rebecca's surprisingly chatty. Is there something in the sea bass we ate? Zach, though, appears less energetic. While he's far from being the life of the party, he's definitely not the type to keep quiet in the conversation with his friends. Apart from a few inputs, he has been silent the entire time. Rebecca notices.
Are you sure you're not feeling under the weather, Zachary?
Huh? What? No, I'm okay. No worries, Rebecca.
That doesn't sound okay to me.
It's okay. I might be feeling a little bummed out today, but I'm sure this'll pass.
I don't know what happened. It's about the reviews this morning. They're not good.
Oh man, a pained expression crosses Zach's face, and almost immediately Becca retreats in her inquiry, as though the man's look is enough of an answer for her. I look between the two of them. Did I miss something? What happened this morning? Did I stumble on a big secret? This is why I don't like waking up late.
You heard about those, huh?
Sorry, I just happened to check on some sites this morning. I wasn't, stalking or anything. Totally was, but yeah.
Nah, it's a very sensitive topic in the first place. I should have expected it.
What reviews?
Becca glances at Zach, her motions unsure, eyes asking for her consent on the matter. Although there is a small desire to keep asking on my part, I don't dare voice it out. With Zach, it's always been better to wait, let him speak on his own. Becca too, to some extent, although her explosions of temper are more common. In the end, he simply answers with a shift on his shoulder, gesturing for her to go on with a tilt of his head.
It's his movie.
That doesn't explain anything. Stop dangling the information, Becca.
Zachary, I'm not supposed to be the one telling her about this. It's still your documentary.
Is it something bad?
Not bad, per se. You guys don't need to dwell on it much.
Bad? Listen here. I wouldn't trivialize what those boyheads wrote if I were you. They're ruining other people's jobs. I'm gonna Google that.
I'm gonna Google Bahi. It's like, where'd that word come out? Anyways. From her tone arises in anger. It seems like she was the one slighted and not Zach. A snicker escapes me, which I promptly stamp down as soon as she sends me a hard look.
It's slang for a stupid person or somebody with a chubby face.
Ah.
This isn't a laughing matter, Isabella. Some poor bag just insulted him.
Calm down, Rebecca. Those are just reviews, and it happens a lot.
I didn't ken about you two, but calling the entire film an out-and-out drivel, you're better off watching an educational TV show, and one of the worst 1.5 hours of my life, among other things. Isn't exactly critique any decent movie reviewer should say. Oh, she's Scottish. If you could call that a critique, did we even watch the same film?
Or maybe I ain't cut out for it. Better stick with my photography or something. If nothing else, this helped open my eyes to what I can and can't do.
But you're giving up.
Oh, my bad. Oop, there you go. It wasn't a question.
It was just something experimental I did in my free time anyway. It's no big deal.
But you worked on it for months.
It doesn't look like it matters for those people.
Screw them.
Nobody
Don't say that. Screw those idiots.
My palms. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, my palm strike is records. Oh god, alright. My palm tiger strike is on point. Anyways, my palm strikes the table. Send the tableware on top clanking against each other. I didn't even notice when I rose from my seat. But
Was
here
the
I
Palm
am.
Tiger a corridor reference?
Unintentionally, I guess,
Palm
yeah.
Tiger, no, Palm Tiger is pretty common in Japanese.
No.
I mean, they did reference that a lot as a way to talk about those two characters, but other than that, here I am, chest heaving, looking down at him in the same manner a teacher would do to any unruly student. Becca's probably proud. I didn't
I am.
yell, but there are some things people like Zach aren't supposed to say. How exasperating. He, of all people, should know.
It's just a review.
Except they're pretty well-known critiques.
Why does that matter? We aren't the ones calling the shots on this. Isn't that why they have a committee? Right, Becca?
Darn right.
Alright, let's see. Sorry. And an amused gleam in her eyes when I turned to her. What does she find so entertaining here? Help me hear. Your friend's about to quit his passion for a petty reason. I haven't read what those people wrote about his work, but a few scathing words shouldn't be enough to discourage someone. I should know. After all, I'm...
Failing means you're playing their game, Zachary. Not that I'm saying it's bad. I've seen it from start to finish, and I know for myself that what you created isn't something people should scoff at. I don't know anything about filming or photography. Hell, I don't have an inkling of artistry in me except for those doodles to make for class. But I know what I watched. Look at Isabella. It's not every day you see her all riled up like this.
Whatever I'm about to say gets lost in my tongue as a flush of embarrassment blooms across my face.
It was a heat of the moment thing, and anyway, I'll be very angry with you if you quit. What about the exhibit?
What exhibit?
Classified information.
Even if I bring you your favorite tonight.
No, not a chance.
Oh, come on. I thought we weren't supposed to have secrets as friends.
Burst of laughter comes from Zach.
Thanks, you two. I might need some time alone to myself for a while, just to think about things. How I'll go from here, that sort of stuff. Hey, I'm not quitting, Bella. Don't give me that face.
Sorry, I
You
missed that.
promise?
Go ahead.
That's good.
I'll be damned if I break any promise I make to you guys. Besides, you're right. It's too early to say anything right now. Awards night ain't for another week.
That's all the answer I need from him. As sentimental as it sounds, there was fulfillment in knowing another person you know will take the same path you walked. It's not like it's over for me, though. I still have time. I could still come back, do my own thing, and do what I really want to do. Surely, once Papa recovers, once I'm done with everything. Inside my bag, my phone buzzes unexpectedly, breaking the pleasant afternoon lull. And the screen shows Rose.
Hey, Isabel, you at the office?
Ha ha, very funny, Rose. I'm hanging up.
Don't! I'm kidding. BOC says the floor plan copies are ready for Miss McCullough to pick up.
She states that as if it already explains everything. Then, out of the blue, she launches a long rant about an awful state of Luxembourg streets. All of which she says in a single breath that I can barely keep up with and make out a single word. I stay quiet only to avoid becoming the next object of her frustration. She's similar to Beck in that regard.
I'm stuck in horrendous traffic right now. Bloody stupid drivers!
She finally ran out of things to complain about and stops. What she says next still has none of what I'm hoping to hear from her. Just a quick mumble pleas for her to meet with the right interior designer instead, and
Anyway, I'll leave it to you. Bye, thanks.
Classic Rose. She ends the call without even asking for my input. Alright. The sky is cloudless and the noontime sun is beating down the hard concrete when we leave the cafe. It's far from unbearable, but it's enough to put most people in a fickle mood or make them vulnerable to catching something. No wonder we have staff members going AWOL lately. Not to mention my boss so cruel moods? What? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want our usual cloudy weather back. For all the gripes about unpredictable weather, though, the streets of Luxborn remains constantly busy. The hurried tapping of shoes against pavement and the inane chatter coming from the lunchtime crowd fill the humid afternoon air. A small reminder of things we all still have to do, regardless of how much I want to return from the comfort of my own bed. Back to Blair reality for me. Zach had to a meeting with a magazine publisher featuring luxury houses, and Becca her lessons plans and books at home. But more than once, I catch her sneaking, longing glances over displayed on the window shop. Did she want to buy something? Yeah, I can get this for her, this Christmas. I turned my head at the last stop she checked out. A fleeting glimpse. The world stills. She looks at me, hollowed, blaze piercing and boring into my very soul like a set of chains to keep my whole body still. There are no shadows or whispers this time. Plea, a hum, low, indistinct, compelling me, beckoning me, intent on dragging me to the point of beyond the glass. I don't dare move. My heart hammers against my ribs, each beat, every thump screaming at me to look away and make a run for it. But I can't. I couldn't. All of my limbs feel heavy, while my own breathing strains in the face of her calls.
Leave me alone.
Her mouth stretched in a grin, wide and unpleasant. The panic building in my chest forces me to take a tentative step back. Try not to stare at the decaying flesh, the blood streaming from the gaping wounds in her arms and her nailless fingers. I don't want this. Not like this. Not after what I got, what I want for Papa.
No. Stop. Leave me alone.
Her face contorts and let out a wail sharp and utterly unforgiving. Rage. There's only hatred and bitterness, as if the very notion of turning away from her is an offense on itself.
Please. I don't want this.
And before I noted, I stumbling backwards, my own throat worse from the screams I didn't even notice already coming out of my mouth. The back of my feet catches on a loose stone, sending me sprawling on the ground. The resulting pain completely jolts me out of the haze whirling in my mind. For a while, my surroundings appear unfamiliar until Becca swims into my vision. The look of concern is on her face and her hands gripping my arms tight. Even Zach besides herself with the worry, while he stands behind her, acting as a shield against small crowds of onlookers already forming around us.
What happened?
Bella, you okay?
My mouth opens and closes, but nothing comes out. Words refuse to form. On impulse, I sneak a swift glance from the display window. She's gone. Yet the foreboding feeling hasn't left me. My hands are shaking as I push myself off the ground, my weakened limbs relying solely on the reflex and muscle memory. Something icy has made its home into the pit of my stomach. I want to throw up anything to get this wretched sensation out.
You were screaming at nothing. Zach, call someone. Anyone. Ambulance.
No, don't. I'm good. I'm fine. I just need to get to the office. Rose, the floor plans. Someone's going to pick it up. I'll see you later.
Careful, don't stand up yet. Stay put, Isabella, you're not well. Zach, you watch over her for me while I get help. We'll call for someone, exorcist, possibly.
I attempt a smile to put her at ease, but it likely comes up as a grimace. Gently, I pushed her hands off my shoulder. My knees are still trembling, but I can stand. Leave. Leave me. Stay away. Away. The humidity stifling. Everyone stares at her, unnerving, and Becca and Zach's concern are suffocating. I don't want to be here. No more. I break into a run. I wish I hadn't left my bed this morning. Here, with the only occasional drips of water on the sink and the whirling of fan blades to keep me company. It's easy to fall into a cycle of negative thinking. But even with the clutter to keep me company, the room still feels a whole lot bigger than usual. I hug my knees closer as a group passes by outside. Loud. So loud. If only there's a way to tune out everything to keep my head from replaying every image, every sound of her. Screams, her awkward gout as if she reaches for me, bone-chilling smile, her pleas for. Enough. That's enough. A shiver passes over me. Though it's not from the hairs still hanging damp against my back, or the draft that enters the room from the windows I left wide open. My gaze shifts over to the letter sitting on the coffee table. It edges and flutters innocuously as the wind touches it. Funny how an ordinary-looking piece of paper can bring so much trouble. The impulse to throw it away or rip it to pieces is still there. I can easily do it, but after that, what? Will she leave me? What about those people who've already seen it? Will they be okay? This uncertainty gnaws at me, knowing that she's real and might also go after the people I care about. I just wish someone would listen. Believe me. The abrupt break in the silence nearly make me jump out of my skin. Blindly, I fish out my phone from under the mess of papers and cushions, where I've carelessly thrown it before taking a shower hours ago. Ash's name flashes brightly on the screen. Is he calling because of this afternoon? It wants to be Zachy Boy.
Wait, you mean Ash?
I mean, Ash Boy. I don't know. Sorry, my bad. I don't know why I said Zachy Boy. I just looked at your name when I said it. I don't know why.
Who was Ash last time?
I know it's Nick that did it last time.
Oh.
I mean, I don't mind taking over for Ash. I mean, I'll try to sound like the most douchiest guy.
I was gonna say, for some reason, I think it'd be really funny if Madeline did Ash, but I can.
God.
I could do it. I could do Ash, or
Yeah, I can give it a shot.
All right.
I mean,
All right.
okay,
Give me your
let me
best.
summon
Summon your inner, like, douchey, I don't know.
been waiting my whole life for this role.
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it. Go.
Thank you so much for spamming my inbox, scaredy cat.
That is perfect.
Nailed it.
That was
Hey,
an
Ash.
Oscar-worthy performance.
What's wrong?
I just had a long day. The couple who bought the house wanted us to finish processing the papers within the week. It's a little hectic, but we'll manage.
Really? You sold it?
Don't sound so surprised. I told you, you don't stand a chance. Rights won't take no for an answer. You've been on the losing end from the very start. Ah.
Whoever said I was interested in the house in the first place?
You said that.
Despite his light tone, his snicker only comes off as annoying to my ears. I have to fight the urge to end the call right here and then and there and call him Baka-chan or whatever. Stupid Ash.
You are such an ass. Just so you know, I'm not treating you to a separate celebration forever.
Now, that's just unfair. And here I was looking something up for you. Didn't you say you wanted to talk to Andrew?
I pause. I did say that, but I didn't think he'd actually go through the trouble considering how much he scoffed at me the whole topic in the first place.
Is he okay with that?
Totally. Besides, I need to ask him about something. I might as well do it soon. What do you say you come with me tomorrow morning?
There's no harm in it, I suppose. I've got a free day anyway.
Right on. I'll just pick you up. Don't oversleep.
Don't compare me to you. I'm not the one who sleeps like a rock.
Another rounds of chuckles come from him. Oh, while I live the day, he'll stop making fun of me. Just wait, you asshole baka! But as I'm about to end the call, he clears his throat.
And, Isabella?
His sudden different tone sends my eyebrows shooting up into my hairline. Is the world ending today?
Yeah, did you forget something?
Do you think we... Never mind. Good night.
No.
Oh my god, Sundari.
She just says like no, and then that's it.
It's just like, wait, I thought Isabella was a tsundere towards him. But alright.
It's a double
There's
tsundere
both
situation.
Oh,
Can we
it's
check
oh
that
yeah,
out
we did
now?
talk about this. Never mind.
I want to see our stats right now. How we're doing with people.
Oh, okay, so he hangs up
Hang up the
instantly.
phone.
Hold on. Yeah, I saw that. Rude, completely rude. I didn't
God,
even
I
get a
hate
chance to
that
think of.
phone.
Okay,
I wonder how long this count will go on. Like,
Oh god.
just for right now.
just leave it on overnight.
Okay, so just the freaking tone. I think it would automatically does it, but anyways, the busy tone muffled through the echoes of the receiver. But you said you want to look at the relationship, Aaron?
Yeah, I want to see how we're doing.
All right. Let's see. So we're pretty good on Zachary and Rebecca. We just got some plus twos. So we're just a little under the bar. So we're
Is-
back to a good standing tour. So we're kind of in good standings with Zachary and Rebecca at the moment.
Does a high relationship, does that necessarily mean romantic? How
Yeah.
work?
So I can tell you, I can only tell you this. Higher not romance. Higher relationship means that you're on a good path to. It's not always relationship wise, but it does have like effect on towards certain endings on certain chapters, and as well like the overall game ending. So
Oh god. I was
yeah.
gonna say I have a feeling that the white line like indicates the likelihood that that character will survive the end of this story.
I thought the white line
I
was
mean,
Oh,
the
no,
that is
no.
a
relationship.
possibility.
That's also a possibility, but it also could affect like certain relationship and dialogue through the story. So sometimes there'll be a moment where a character could help you out in certain scenarios or not, so it makes it easier. But I can't confirm or deny how much of an impact. But I do know if you to answer your question, I think it was Madeline. Basically, the higher your relationship with someone is, the more of a positive ending for chapters, especially the end game would say, "Oh, your guys are good friends," or "Hey, they might even be going out." Wink, wink. So
I
Okay.
think the white line is their baseline
yeah,
relationship. I
that
think
is definitely their
yeah.
baseline relationship. Yeah, so it's kind of like already predetermined, like what's their current relationship is. So, like, of course, like Hannah and Luke's is already pretty low because they're kind of strangers to them, and they have worked. And she has worked with Mary Ann before, I think, with the interior designer. Let's see. Rebecca is like basic the childhood friend along with Zachary. Ashton, she's kind of in the middle about it because, like, oh, I don't know if I have romantic feelings for him or not, type of scenario. But
Of course.
that's about it. But yeah, but the white line just indicates the original standing of the relation. But it doesn't mean like if you go below it or beyond it doesn't affect it too much. So, other than that, let's just continue.
Oh, by
Alright.
the way, I have to get it. Go now. I'll see
Alright.
you guys later.
All right, I'll see you.
So just
Bye, Justin.
All right, so no one is saying this will work, but I'm doubtful it will. But right now, I'll take anything. Anything to get out of this nightmare. Sleep come easier tonight. And for the first time in a long time, I dream of clear skies and unrestrained laughter from children playing in the streets, and of small, cramped dwellings. To an outsider, the sight does not paint a perfect picture. However, this is home to me. We're now on a Sunday. Morning dawns bright and clears the following day. Although the air still feels muggy, it's the chilly autumn weather. It's one of those rare weekends where I'm up even before my alarm rings. If it wasn't for Ash's call last night, I'd probably sleep in. When 9 a.m. rolls around, I'm already heading downstairs where Ash is waiting for me in his car. His hair a disheveled mess, eyes drowsy, and overall looking he got hurried to get out of bed. Or fell out of it. Although he looks kinda okay in this picture.
I know.
Or
Looks like
both.
a supermodel, but
I
fine.
know. I'm a messy bed hair individual. It's like, goddamn, I would like pay to have bed hair like this. It's like, holy shit. Alright, he looks adorably rumpled this way. But I'm not going to tell him that. It only bloats
Oh,
his
generic.
unbearable ego.
It's not like I like your hair or anything.
Yeah.
Good morning, Ash.
He makes a motion with his finger around his ear. Tone it down.
Can you even drive like that?
I'm sorry. I'm kind of looking at the background. It makes me think of like one of those like Hotel 6 places or something.
Oh my
This
god, it
apartment.
does. I know it's supposed to be an apartment, but it does look like a hotel.
It
Yeah,
does look
it,
like
it
a
looks
hotel.
like it looks like a hotel a little bit, but let's. He answered me with the slightest raise of his hands, a yawn, and nothing more. He's already been particularly fond of mornings, and for that I'm thankful to every god in this universe, less mental capacity for him to make fun of me. There's a reason why mornings are my favorite. It doesn't take long for us to reach our destination, a small cafe situated in the Luxembourg busiest street, the same one I often visit with Becca for its cheap food. I've never gone here on a Sunday, and it's striking how different it appears without the usual weekday and Saturday rush. The atmosphere especially reminds me of something that I also have back home, near the university I used to attend. Wonder what happened to it. It was being renovated before I left, so I never got to visit one last time. The place had always been a calming effect on me, but today, despite standing in this place similar to it, anxiety easily washes over me as soon as I stepped out of the car. I'm quite used to dealing with people I've never met before, thanks to my work, but still, I don't know him. Despite the fact that both Ash and Becca vouch for him, what will he think of me and my story? What if he thinks I'm crazy? Hell, even my own friends thought so. I draw in a breath to quell the panic beginning to arise in me. Oh well. Only one way to find out. You hesitant step forward, and Ash suddenly pulled me back by my elbow.
Hold on, scaredy cat. Not too fast.
Without a warning, he flicks my forehead. Hard.
That hurts. What was that for?
He's already walking away when I look up, and I hurry to catch up to him puzzled. I don't really understand this guy. Why am I falling for this man?
Yeah, that is just rude.
At least, at least explain why you're flicking other people's forehead all of a sudden. Stupid asshole back. So rude.
Get yourself together, will you? He's not going to bite. He's very accommodating, too.
I wasn't scared of him or anything.
You don't look like it. Didn't sound like you're okay last night either.
Huh?
What was the last one? Hey, don't just ignore me.
All questions and retorts die in my mouth once he opens the door to the shop. A cast iron bell attached to it chimes softly in announcing our arrival. The smell of freshly brewed coffee welcomes us as we soon step in. Like the usual, several tables and chairs have been set up for the patrons. Most of the customers have forgone them, and favor a more comfortable throw pillows and bean bags the staff has laid out on the floor. Becca would love to have something like this on Sundays. He would have been complaining how uncomfortable the library chairs are from being a long time now. Ash leads me to the secluded spot near the window, where an old man probably in his 50s or 60s is seated enjoying a brew and a book.
Professor Clark?
What's a voice the professor?
I'm a professor, yes.
Okay, you got it.
I got a degree.
You got a degree.
I have a degree.
I mean, you're not wrong
Well,
if you
okay.
got a degree.
all it takes.
All it takes. Anyways, go ahead.
It's just Andrew now. I am no longer your professor, Detective Inspector Frey.
The guy, Andrew, looks up from his book and gives him a smile. Sheepish look crosses Ash's face at the older man's astonishment. More unusual, in my opinion, is seeing him appear like a parent who just scolded him. But it suggests a familiarity between them, one that goes beyond what someone expects from a simple student and mentor. With another warm smile, he gestures for us to take the empty seat opposite him.
Have you been waiting long?
Oh, quite some time. But I come here early on the weekends. Best time to get the first serving of bear claws. They're the only place that serves it here. I took the liberty of ordering for you two. I hope you don't mind. I thought it'd be best to talk over a decent helping of coffee.
Soon enough, a waiter brings us 2 more cups and sits down a basket of pastries.
Aren't you going to introduce the lady?
Who gives a shit about her? Alright, sorry.
Well, goddamn.
Isabella, this is Prof. Andrew. He's one of my professors back at the university. Andrew, this is Isabella Santos.
Santos? Portuguese? Spanish? Brazilian? Mexican? Greece?
Filipina, actually. It's a
Inappropriate.
pleasure to meet you, Professor.
He just wants to know the
Just start saving random
nationality.
countries. Is that Mediterranean?
Mediterranean.
Are you
Up in
from
the
Arab?
Dead Seas? It's like, quit narrowing down. You're going further and further away from the continent.
Inappropriate thing to ask. someone.
Just like, are you a Martian? It's
Where
like-
are you from? I need to know right now.
What planet are you from, crazy lady?
Are you really like from Venus as they say, or is it Mars? I'm really confused. Anyways, enough of joking.
Your name carries a lot of history, Miss Santos. Just Andrew is fine. Don't do what Ashton's doing. He doesn't listen to this old man.
Doesn't listen to anyone more like Buck. The awkward tension typically presents in its first meeting dissipates after that. I was expecting some strict and to an extent, somewhat severe. But Professor Andrew Clark is definitely the opposite of what I had in mind. The more personable kind, similar to a grandfather who dotes on you at family gatherings. It's obvious why Ash has taken a liking to him.
Ashton tells me there's something you wish to discuss that I could help with. Let's hear it then. You can tell me anything.
Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Oh boy. It's a good. Yeah. Anyways, I give Ash a hesitant glance just as he nods and gestures towards Andrew with his head. He's leaving me this one to me. It's my story to tell after all. I'll keep this short and concise. I found a letter in this old mansion and now I'm cursed. Exactly, I've told Ash and Zach when they ask about it. I don't mention the name of the place. No use to saying it now that someone else legally owns it. No use dragging other people into my problems.
I'm sure it's that letter I found. But I don't know anymore. Sorry, I don't know anymore. I just want to know how to escape this nightmare.
Me too.
Of course. We're talking about the one in Anselm Village, aren't we?
How did you?
Oh, I've left some dead bodies over there. Don't look so surprised. There's only one place popular enough here. If we're going to talk about hauntings. I once had a colleague who wrote about it. In the urban legends surrounding the place. Years worth of study, but fascinating. It's a shame he passed away at such a young age. He would have done a much better job at explaining topics like this one
That
compared
is
to me.
tough. Also, what does he teach at the police academy?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Self-defense.
Self-defense.
Ashton here might disagree, but it's an interesting topic in sociology. Not that I know anything about sociology. If you care to have an open mind.
Studying the science and theory behind it is completely different from outright believing in it.
You don't believe in those stories, sir?
No, this isn't a question of belief. All I'm saying is, things like these speak a lot about a place's culture and history. And it's not just limited to ghosts, monsters, gods, you name it. Even you, Miss Santos.
What about me?
How you respond to these stories. It tells a lot about you and your upbringing. In the same way it tells me why our detective inspector here. Find such topics, whatever. Interesting, isn't it? I'm confused by his term, like why he keeps saying detective inspector.
Sorry. I was trying to scroll something up, but this is what happens when you scroll.
Maybe.
It's like I hate it
that's
because I have to click something.
They call detectives inspector, right?
Is it kind
Maybe?
of like more like a like? Is it like detective inspector? Like, I guess they're basically in the same field, but it's like mostly like a cultural like base of where
Yeah,
the
I think
country's from.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think just in America we call people detectives, and I think in England they use the term investigator more.
Yeah. I mean that's
Inspector.
that's like I guess it's just a different like use of the word for the same profession, I guess, or at least in the same field. But that's my best guess. I could be wrong. Other than that, and let's see. Oh, there we go. My head is starting to spin from all this. Not the smartest person around, but I understand what he's trying to get at. I think.
You do? I don't know what I'm trying to get at.
You don't know what you're talking about. It's still too much to take in at once. I look for Ash for help, but his eyebrows are drawn in a frown. If he keeps staring at me like at his cup, I'm pretty sure he'll crack it soon.
There's still something you're not telling.
Didn't I tell you everything the other day?
Yeah, but you mentioned the rights. Then you proceeded to drop the topic right after. What's with that?
They don't have anything to do with this.
Right? Luke and Hana, right?
Yeah, they're the ones who got the place.
I'm not surprised. They're the kind who gets what they want when they set their eyes on it. From what I've heard, word gets around.
A heavy sigh escapes my lips. Popular or not, they're just my clients, albeit a little pushy. But just clients, end of the story. Jeez. Wish I should stop pestering me about him then. You want to
First-
shut up? or
Shut
I
up,
know you're
Ash.
trying to-
No, first.
Okay, well I got one vote for first.
I'm gonna go first because I just don't want to lose points. But let me think about this for a second.
Do you want to put him down by calling him stupid ish? Or you want to like, or you want to be like really
trying to help.
sincere?
I know you're trying to help.
All right, so two people.
I mean, if we beef it up and he becomes top, we might end up alone with Ash in the mansion. You know, just saying.
All right, so we got two confirmed for the first one. What about you, Madeline and Zach?
I don't know, now I feel kind of weirdly endeared to Ash. But I still want to tell him to shut up. Now that I am Ash, I want to protect him.
All right, you want to protect our boy? All right, let's see.
I don't actually care.
All right, so first one then, and everybody's agreeing to this.
All right.
All right, let's be nice to this boy. We got we're not. These husbando points are not gonna collect themselves. So let's
Okay.
go. Hold on, did that go up though? It did.
He's number one.
He's
No.
number one. It's
No, I think
destiny.
he's neck and neck with Zachary.
I guess yeah, they are really close. Like if you held a ruler up to him.
Yeah, they're
they would
almost
be
like
right on top
equal.
of each
I want to
other.
say Ashton's a little ahead by 1 point, but that's just me. But anyways, let's get back here. What was it again that Becca does when dealing with a particularly difficult child?
Ashton is a child. He is sus.
The pesky, annoying kind. I wish I could remember. I could certainly use the same trick right about now.
Ashton, look here. I know you're trying to help, but the deal's almost already closed. And the papers are being prepared, and once it's done, it's over. I'm just their agent.
And when is that happening?
When what? Is there even a purpose to this line of questioning?
Your working relationship with them. When's it going to end?
About a week from now. It depends on how long the papers will take, but they want us to rush it.
Really? You're absolutely sure about that?
Yes, really. Unless they want to buy a house again and want me and Rose to be their agent. And if yes, then I don't see a problem with it. Now stop annoying me about it.
No. Don't accept it.
What? Why? It's my job.
Oh, loud. Even my younger siblings aren't this difficult to deal with. Then again, Ash is far from a younger sibling to me.
It's not incest.
Alright, anyways, if we only spelled it out, I surely I'll understand. But it wouldn't even take, it wouldn't have to talk about it right now. And that's how it is, right? Even from the ground, talk about like adults we are. It wasn't like this before, but somewhere along the way, something has changed in us, as people, as friends, perhaps something more. I wish there was one way I could tell when or why. Instead, I'm left searching blindly for reasons. The next thing we know, we'd be drifting further and further apart. Frustrating.
No, kids, settle down. We're not going to solve anything by shouting. Kind of confused by this double Cinder reaction.
Sorry, Sir Andrew.
When did he become Sir Andrew? Was he knighted or something?
You're dead right, I'm Sir Andrew.
It's like get knighted by the Queen of England. It's like, as being knighted, I am gifted with partial immortality. Alright. That's how I know
mean,
these stories.
That's not how I'm immortal. I'm immortal by stealing the life from other people.
Alright.
Oh,
go ahead,
sorry.
Ash.
Sorry. And we're not going to solve anything either if you keep omitting things. Ooh.
Speak for yourself. I'm not the only one doing it.
I know she's trying to be selective about the rights because she doesn't want to talk about other people's lives, but why is he all like obsessed with them?
I don't know. You'll have to forgive my former student, Miss Santos. He's always been the curious kind. Many people think he's lazy, but it's actually the opposite. He's just a dick. I see that hasn't changed.
Oh, really? How is he? Back when he was your student. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I just need to ask. He doesn't talk much about that.
And there's a reason why. Please don't.
Tried to sleep on the first day of class. He didn't repeat it after what I made him do when I caught him. Students like him are the easiest to deal with, once you know it piques their interest.
Hope we're talking about literal sleep here.
But I don't... Figurative sleep. I don't know. I'd have to say he's one of the very few who's actually interested in the subject, though. But there was one time when... he did a handstand. I don't know.
He just cuts you off. I cut you off. By the end of the conversation, Ash looks like he's prying for the ground to swallow him. Never been the one to talk about himself.
What if he didn't cut off? He just literally he just stopped and made that exact smile. And everyone's just looking at him
Just
what's going on with you?
He just smiles.
I just realized
indefinitely.
Ash has a chain belt from Hot Topic in the 90s.
How
Nice.
old is Ash supposed to be? Because he looks about 14.
Yeah, he really does.
I don't know. Let's see.
He looks like a well-off 14-year-old. If he has a jacket like that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have any profiles. I think we have to be Ashton to find out fully.
Well, I guess if he's a
But if she's
romantic
26,
interest for,
they say they're not far age apart, so it's probably within a year or two of each other.
Jesus.
Wait,
He's
do you-
not with 26.
Do you play as different characters?
Yeah, because this is the first chapter. Right now we're in the Isabella route, and right now after Isabella we're gonna be straight Hana, which is the wife of the Luke guy from the rights.
Okay.
So it looks like Aeolian like that. And we also got timelines. which we got here and there. Oh, look, this is the family.
Aw.
Aw.
The kids don't. Most of the kids don't look too happy.
Of course, it's a photo. Alright.
I guess it's true.
Other than that, I like these little sketches though. Oh, they actually make a good review too. But anyways, back to the story. What I know about him are mostly bits and pieces I gleaned over the years. He's an atrocious singer, he's bad at art, and he has personal vendetta against mornings. Now? It feels like he has hard to figure it out after all. It's past noon when Andrew has to leave for us for another meeting. But before we separate,
Miss Santos, a word of advice. Just keep in mind that when it comes to cases such as this, things aren't always what they seem.
naturally, the mansion in the latter was brought up several times during our talk. And though Ash is right, and Andrew's offers a different perspective, it's left me with more questions than answered instead. What is she? What does she want from me? Is she ever going to leave? It all continued to bug me after we left the coffee shop. And, sorry, I need a bit of a break. Can one of you guys take over, the narration for me, please? If that's okay?
I can take over for a bit.
Okay. Whenever you're
I
ready.
don't even notice when Ash takes a different turn on her way back.
That's sus.
Where are we going? You can drop me off at the park.
Yeah, you have 3 chances.
I'm serious, Ash. Where are we going?
Oh, sorry, I forgot already. He doesn't answer, but shortly he stops his car in front of a small nondescript food stall a little ways from the movie house. If I wasn't paying closer attention, I would have missed it without a doubt. He motions for me to wait as he gets out of the car and walks in its direction. Sheesh, if you want to buy something, just say it. No need to make yourself look all mysterious and sus. It makes you look more like a dork than cool. The wait isn't long, however. Soon he's walking back holding 2 fish-shaped cones in both hands. Ice cream, parfait, a cross between the two. Oh,
Ayaki?
yucky. By the time he's back in the car, I've given up any effort to figure out what the heck he's bought. Not that it looks bad, it actually looks quite cute.
Here, take it.
I have to move my head back a little when he thrusts it at me. Phrasing. To avoid the ice cream and the fruit toppings from ending up on my nose.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
What's this for?
Oh, it looks good.
Damn, look at that. It even comes with that little chocolate
Oh, that
straw
looks
thing.
good.
Yeah. Ash knows how to buy some treats.
My arm's getting tired.
Oh my god.
5, 4, 3, 2.
With a wary glance, I take it off his hands. I still don't understand why there's need for ice cream today. Nevertheless, I take a small bite. It's actually pretty good. It must have shown on my face because he chuckled as soon as I take another one.
Saw the place open the other day when we watched Zach's movie. Thought I should give it a try. It doesn't seem like a bad place to get food from time to time. Blush.
And you're giving me free ice cream because...
Do I need to have a reason?
Are you really gonna ask me that?
Here's the thing with Ashton Frey. He does not just treat anyone to free food because he feels like it. He's that much of a Scrooge. Hell, he even asked me once to teach him how to haggle. Haggle, of all the people who'd asked me that. I'd have expected such a request of Becca, but Ash, not at all. If I'm going to be a bit honest, he looks a bit constipated with that expression on his face right now. I think he's starting to regret ever buying this.
The day, the movie with Zach and Rebecca. Rebecca's there. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway, during the movie, that is to say, we. Ah, shit. Should have written something down first.
Get to the point, Ashton.
Right. I'm sorry. Is this the romantic
Sorry, I
interlude?
was thrown off. What?
I'm sorry for, not getting to the point. I'm sorry for the other day. I got carried away. I said things that upset you. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's all? That's all you're going to say? You're not still angry, are you?
Well, you didn't have to buy me anything. A simple sorry would have been enough.
I bite into the cone again, a small attempt to keep myself occupied and relieve the heat crawling up my face. Doesn't work, but at least I don't have to look at him. Why am I feeling all embarrassed over just an apology? I have no idea. It's not like it wasn't called for. They were being mean, especially him, and in that fraction of a second it hits me. He skipped his day off just for today. I should be the one apologizing and thanking him. Silence is an awkward company when we finish our respective snacks. There are words for this. For people like us, for understanding and
Can't deal with
sentiments like this.
writing.
What?
This writing is
Where's
too
it going?
like fan fiction.
Yet in this interest, since they won't come. As promised, he dropped me off at the park right after. Phrases unsaid still hanging heavily in the air. God, these guys are the worst. Just communicate. In this weather, the city parks gives off a lazier and more languid vibe than usual. Where children are usually seen running around playing, but now people are lying, leaning back on their picnic blankets, simply enjoying the afternoon sun. The smell of food drifts from nearby carts. If the wind blows in the right directions, one would catch the whiff of freshly trimmed grass. Maybe I should try walking home today to get my mind off of things. To try and find the words somehow. I haven't done that in a while.
Thanks, Ash, for today.
No problem. Say hi to Rebecca for me.
Yeah, I will.
Even so, I linger. We both do. A mild, humid breeze brings the smell of dried leaves and warmed earth in a far-off, distant memory. Oh my god, it's fanfiction.
This
All
writing.
starts in awkward first meetings. Same place, same people playing the same parts. Funny how of all these days my brain chooses to remember it now.
Wait, Bill?
Ash exits his car as his strides are unsteady when he approaches me. Or maybe this is uncertainty showing? I'm not quite sure. He's never looked so uncertain to me before. Always calm, always sure, always collected. He stops a short distance from me, close enough that he's within an arm's reach, but just far enough for his voice to be heard over a decent small talk if this is what it's going to be. He fumbles for something in his pockets.
Here, catch.
Oh, sorry. The small bag lands cleanly on my outstretched hands before it hits the ground. I raise an eyebrow at him, and he responds by shrugging and stuffing both of his hands back into his pockets. Somewhere to the side, he finds an interesting spot to look at. Sometimes you have to wait, Papa said long ago. For once, this time, I listen. His voice is halting, hesitant when he finds it again.
My mom used to make me carry around one of those when I was young. To ward off evil and bring you luck, she said. I don't believe in this stuff now, but if it makes you feel safe, since you're a total scaredy cat, then I guess it's okay to give you one to carry around.
Perhaps at the moment there aren't any words for it. I've never been good with those. Words. They're hard.
All right. You're not bad after all, or you're nice when you're trying?
First one.
Is the first one nice?
Feels like an Ash thing.
Mm.
You're not bad after all.
All right. I guess 3 people voted for first. Let's go.
What? Wait, why are we going pro Ash? Can we dissect this for a second?
Do we need to do a
we're already
democratic vote
stuck
again?
on this route.
I think we're committed already, Madeline. We have to accept it.
Okay. Will he die if we don't go for him?
I can't answer that.
Ah. Okay.
All right. First decision. Confirm.
Yeah, let's go with the first one. Honestly, they're both arguably not bad.
Yeah, they're not bad.
He
I just don't know.
Snowflake, so.
I feel like this one's we're kind of like teasing here. This one is like you're not that bad.
You're not bad.
All right. Well, slam it.
Close the short distance separating us. Oh no.
What have we done?
As it's meant to be, as the game designers.
I'm just loving how we're ending up with the character we all made fun of.
I don't know why we keep doing this.
Just let the fictional characters have their moment. Just happen.
And lightly, in place of phrases one couldn't spin together, answers too early to seek out, I lean over, dun dun dun, and give him a little peck on the cheek.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's fucking cool. Eyegasm right there. It's
Damn.
cute.
That's very cute.
Look at that.
I will allow this.
Look at that. Anyways.
The touch is short, fleeting. The kind that speaks volumes of boundaries we don't often cross as friends. Nonetheless, the thought is there. It lingers. Dude, how long are we in this pose?
So much
In
lingering.
gentle autumn wind.
Well,
Huh?
Sorry, continue.
In the gentle autumn wind that passes, in the empty space separating us when I step back and look up with him with a smile. This is long-winded.
I know, I just want to get a red pen and edit the hell out of all this.
Yeah. The narration is like there's so much unnecessary detail. It's just ridiculous.
I guess he's
easy
getting
to expect
paid.
great
Sorry,
this
go ahead.
way, is it
He's
not?
being paid by the word.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Like the writer who has to write this seems like, fuck, I'm getting paid word by the minute for the same. Let's just read some fan fiction, just copy, paste, and patchwork it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't even write it. He just
Yeah.
copy pasted from a bunch of different fan fiction.
I bet. Anyways.
At least with my own family, that is the case. Why are you referring to your family? What kind of incest?
Let's just
Okay.
keep going.
For the two of us, I'm not quite sure. Did he understand? Did my feelings reach him? After all, gratitude is considerably harder.
The screen went black.
We
Oh my
need to know what
God, I
happened.
couldn't take it. The computer literally, Control Alt deleted this nonsense.
The game is breaking the fourth wall.
Okay, I'm
in
sorry.
response to its own plot.
Do I need to restream it here? Hold on. Is it still black?
I still hear oh, there it is.
Oh,
It's
there we
still
go.
back.
It might have just came out of focus.
Sorry, it was like a random notification. It's like, you got mail ties to the scenario. Sorry about that. Something beyond my
No
control.
problem.
Alright, continue.
After all, gratitude is considerably harder to put into words when you spent the latter half of your friendship teetering between good-natured jest and ruffling each other's feathers. Seconds pass before he clears his throat. His face has gone remarkably red, whether from the heat, wow, she's dumb, or something else I can't quite tell. But he understands. I know he does. Because a smile on him when he finally meets my eyes is the gentlest I've seen him show.
I gotta go. I got some reports I forgot to file the other day.
Yeah, see you around. Thanks for the ice cream and the charm.
Don't lose it. You won't find one here again if you do.
I won't. I might move like I have 2 left feet, but I know how to take care of my own stuff. I'm not a total klutz.
I know. And Belle, remember that one time? Devlin Court?
Oh, I do, with all the clarity in the world.
You, at that time when we... What I'm trying to say is, you can rely on me if anything happens. Not the exact same thing, of course, but you get the idea. I'll be around.
I'll keep that in mind. You're not that bad after all.
Before leaving, he waves at me for one last time. The next time we'll talk, we'll be back to the way we are. What? Because at the end of the day, that's how things have always moved between us. Is
Groundhog
this all
Day.
for nothing? What kind of bullshit?
Just let them tease us like this. Just like,
I guess it is only chapter
We're
1.
familiar with what we're comfortable with.
I don't know. Maybe something bad happens during the Ashton route.
Before all that, it's always easy to put my own faith in him. I just hope I can keep them safe, keep him safe. Uh-oh. I light wind blows again, sending dried leaves swirling in the distinct smell of earth into the air. For the first time, the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe a walk is good. Need to visit the grocery, too. Come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened recently near the park? Ellipses. The cat's name is... what the hell?
Beruthiel?
Baruthio?
Ruthio?
I think so.
Ruthio.
That's
Alright.
what I would.
Wait, what happened? That was a really weird transition.
It
Or
said,
at least
it
that's
looked,
what
he,
his color...
I think she was on her way to the art store, and then she come across this. That's what happened.
Okay.
So.
Because it just seemed very jarring, like we didn't get, like...
Yeah.
Okay. Or at least that's what his collar says. Odd name to give a cat, in my opinion. But it speaks grace, much like the one that carries it. It shows the way he swishes his tail, and his eyes follow my hand's every movement. You know. I'm not sure what he finds fascinating in me, to be honest. I wasn't the very picture of grace when he found me, after all. It was a bad idea carrying 2 heavy bags of newly bought art materials and groceries.
Oh, we're Becca now.
No, we're still, I
No,
think, Isabel.
we're still
I think we're
Isabel.
still Isabella.
It would
Oh,
say
yeah?
it would say chapter 2 if it
Oh,
was a
okay.
new character. So.
I thought it made sense if Becca was
Nah, you're good.
buying like art
No, you're
materials and
good,
stuff.
you're No, I think we're still Isabella. It's just I think this
Yeah.
is after
Isabella
the trip.
Isabella was about to go to the store
Yeah.
without
so
a
she went to the
help
store.
or a sure ride home.
All right. Sorry.
In hindsight, perhaps I shouldn't have bought all these at the same time. I didn't even make it past the park.
I'll be gone in a couple minutes. I'll be back, though.
And-
Okay.
Now I'm suffering underneath the glaring afternoon sun, hunched up on a park bench and drenched in sweat, in the company of a cat curiously watching my every movement. I hope it stays what it is. It's just a black cat, but back home they're considered ill omens. Oh.
I guess.
Don't look at me like that. I can act graceful if I want to. Not that I've ever acted graceful in my life, of course. Growing up with rowdy younger brothers and sisters does that to you. Maybe it's the opposite. Mama used to call me a little troublemaker before. Well, graceful or not, there's no use moping. Short breather and then I'm off home. Besides, it isn't like the company's bad. Even if it's cat, as long as it doesn't bite, cross my path. Where's your owner, anyways? He has one, doesn't he? An owner? That's what the collar's for, isn't it? A bandage is wrapped in one of his paws, though. I wonder what happened to it. Did he run away? Well, if you don't have one, I won't be able to take you in. My apartment does not allow for pets. Tried to bring one home before. A cat, not black, of course. Rebecca threw a fit before the landlady could. Take a small packet of sweets from one of the bags beside me and pop it open. As I'm about to put one in my mouth, he meows. Cats don't eat candy. My hand stops. Do you want one? You should not eat people food. That's not
Give me
recommended.
that food.
He doesn't meow again as I'm expecting to, but I take his unblinking gaze as yes. Do you
Yes.
know that slow blinks from cats is their version of smiling and trying to show you trust? I read a study recently about that. Anyways, I shift the piece to my palm and hold it out warily. Don't give cats that amount of sugar. You'll give them catabetes.
Catabetes.
He sniffs it once, twice before.
Baruthiel. Oh, this is Madeline's character.
Yes, cat owner. Good people.
Figures. Like a good, properly tamed pet, Baruthiel responds as soon as he's cold. Recognition comes as soon as my head snaps in the direction of the voice. Miss McCullough's hard to miss with her height.
Sorry, did my cat hurt you? Miss Santos, was it? I'm surprised to see you here.
Oh, nice to meet you again, Miss McCulloch.
Were you harmed in any way? I'm sorry, Ruthiel's not exactly fond of other people. Even ran away from the veterinarian right now.
Oh, no. He was just sniffing my hand earlier.
My Baruthiel's a she.
She, all this time I had thought. Oops. The pause in conversation, if it can be called one, is uncomfortable. I'm sorry I misgendered your cat. We're merely two people working different jobs for the same client. Frankly, meetings like this don't happen a lot. If it does, simple nodding of heads is enough.
Alright.
I think we know the
Cat.
answer to this one.
So,
Cat.
want to ask about the cat or her
Cat.
job?
Cat. Because, like,
Cat.
yeah, that's really.
Alright, we're slamming down on that big kitty. Alright.
Yeah, we're trying to build relationships with people here, you know.
Alright. How is our
Can't do that by
relationship
talking
meter
about it.
going here? Ashton's at an all-time high. It's like
Oh my
stocks,
God.
you know? But with Marianne, I
Wait,
guess
I
we're
feel
true
like-
neutral right now.
I think she was angry when we talked about her cat, though, because we said the wrong
No.
thing. Let's talk about the job.
No, if she likes cats, she wants you to talk about her cat.
Alright.
I just feel like because she got
Well-
angry when we said the gender wrong, that we should talk about change the subject.
I mean, we can like look back really quick on the thing here. So it's like, sorry that my cat hurt you. Let's see here. Nice to meet you again. Harmon anyway. Sorry, it's not exactly fun of other people. We ran away from the veterinarian. Blah blah blah. Okay, so blah blah. So she's still trying to be friendly. Wouldn't hurt, right? So we're just like at the moment. I think it'd be safe to talk about her cat, but we can also talk about her job. I mean, I
I
think
feel
they're
like the
both
job was
possible.
safer because the cat got her like upset, and we should change the subject.
So we got one vote for job right
I-
now. One vote
I
for cat.
respectfully disagree.
Cat.
We got two cats. So Zach is all up on you, buddy.
I vote cat.
All right. Sorry, Aaron. Democracy.
I'll
has
take the
answered.
L. Aaron, job.
All right. Well, let's see if we lose waifu points or even gain them from the cat.
This is the real ship.
Oh, wait, check the relationship status.
Uh oh.
Oh, holy crap!
Well,
All we did was ask about your cat, Marianne.
God
Damn.
well,
What a
well, we ain't.
I had a bad feeling he got upset about the cat. That was the wrong direction.
You know what? I guess on the other hand, like Marianne also does seem like she's like all business. She's just like, oh, she doesn't strike me as the type of person who enjoys small talk.
Don't worry, there'll be another lady waiting. Anyways,
It's too late now.
I'm actually surprised you have a cat, Miss McCulloch.
And why exactly is that? There are a lot of people who have pets.
Yeah, but not a black one. I'm amazed you're taking care of one.
You dumb bitch. I don't understand what you're trying to get at. Is there a problem with my cat?
I'm not racist, I swear.
She's so mad.
No, not at all. She's very sweet.
What do you got with my cat's fur color, huh? It's like-
Jesus.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Isabella.
She said the line.
I think she said it, yeah.
It's just in other cultures, aren't they a sign of bad luck?
Okay, there's the big, massive
is
thing.
Isabella why?
That's what caused that big quarter chunk loss of relationship waifu points.
Back at home it is. My grandmother used to tell me stories about it, and
This is a Halloween holiday special. Nothing has happened to me so far.
displeasure is evident on her face. Effed it up. And of course, I've forgotten for other people, black cats are an omen of good luck. There we go. You go again, running your mouth off, Isabella. I rack my brain for a way to remedy the situation which holds out a hand.
This is a good place to stop and end this conversation. Don't you think so? It is good to see you again, Santos. Damn.
Complete dismissals if I've ever heard one.
Well,
I
dang.
watch her as she leaves. Oh. Does somebody else want to take narrator?
I watch her. I watch her as she leaves, though she stops shortly before crossing the threshold separating the park and the street. She faces me again, looking like there's something she has forgotten to say.
I'm sorry I'm fucking awful. By the way, about the Ermengarde mansion, with my clients, it's the rights, I mean.
Ah, crap. I forgot we're supposed to meet with her to give her the deplorable.
Oh yeah, we got upset and ran away. Oh crap.
Yeah, so we could have talked to Job and gained like waifu points from her result. So, anyways,
Man, this is why you should listen to me.
I'm sorry,
I
Aaron.
mean, you guys did vote democratically on this decision, so
How can you choose not to vote for the cat option?
the cat
I
system
hope-
got the best of you. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
There are still a few papers they need, but the house is more or less theirs now.
Ah, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Wait, about the mansion,
The letter, the same one they saw. Whoever she is, she's asking for help. Someone. I want to tell Miss McCullough that the urban legends here aren't just legends anymore. They're real. She's not gonna believe me.
Don't mind me. I need to go too. Have a good day, Miss McCullough.
Did we just kill Marianne?
I think so. It's all because the cat got the better of us.
It's not gonna have an owner anymore.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that I'm the narrator. I hasten to pick all the bags I've left on the bench and run as far as my legs can take me. In that moment, what I'm carrying in my hands weighs far lighter than the overwhelming guilt trying to consume me. Asking McCullough about her cat, it's a dumb idea. Home. I want to go home. Anywhere where I won't be reminded of the house, of her, of my own cowardice.